In this video, we're going to be going over the 4 secrets of living in Utah. We are in American Fork, which is in the heart of Utah County. You're about 40 minutes from Salt Lake and about 40 minutes from down south around Payson. In American Fork, we're going to be going over the top 4 things. One is religion-based. There's a high dominant religion here in this area, which is up to 85% of the population here. The second one is the recreation and lifestyle. We are literally 10 minutes away from one of the most popular canyons, which we're going to showcase to you today. Number 3, the neighborhoods. You're living in older neighborhoods, but for the price might be right because it's still considered a low area of income housing. And number 4, not like technically loan-wise, and then number 4, we're going to be going over job opportunities. So welcome to American Fork as we go over the top 4 secrets. And here we're at the recreational center here, where you can actually have outdoor pools, indoor pools. The parking lot is full. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. You're getting a very good community here, but let's go ahead and check out American Fork, Utah. We are here in the heart of American Fork. I absolutely love this street. You're getting the larger trees and the older homes. So most of American Fork, you're going to have an older home, which is roughly no more than 3,000 square feet. You are getting more land out here though, which is really, really nice in American Fork. For home prices, what you're looking at is around mid 400s all the way up to 600,000. I don't really know if there's a lot of $1 million houses around here, but I do know there could be around 800,000 houses. This is about 2 different parts of American Fork. You've got like the older American Fork, and then you've got the newer development American Fork, and we're going to show you both of them. I drove this street in high school. It was so fun because I love foliage. I bought my house for the foliage, and it's hard to find foliage in Utah, but because American Fork is such an older city, you are going to be getting the larger trees. Now in American Fork, there is a railroad that runs all the way through it. And it is an active railroad. So you just have to know, and most of it's down there in the conveniences, which we will showcase to you on the main street, which you're going to get all your grocery needs that you need in American Fork. So we'll showcase that to you. But right now we're on our way to showcase one of the most important, big, iconic buildings, which is a secret in Utah. And knowing that literally 85% of the residents here in American Fork are Mormon. So we're going to go look at the temple. The American Heritage private school here is literally across the street from the Mormon temple. This is a private charter school for children. Your grades are kindergarten up to 12th, and your payments are going to be around $6,000 to around $11,000 annually for this. They definitely mark on every building, and one says courage, one says charity, one says humility, and one says faith. So they're definitely making sure your children are making their education and their religion tied together in one. I just want to show you the American Heritage that literally is right across the street from the temple over here. So just come take a look over it. As you can see, this just shows you the biggest secret here in Utah is really about making sure that religion and school can be together. The secret wonders of living in Utah is having access to the canyon pretty much anywhere in any city that you're in. You're about 30 minutes away from a canyon. For all the way up from Cottonwood Canyon, down here to American Fork Canyon, down to Spanish and Payson Canyon. This is the Timpanogos Cave hike. This is a beautiful hike. It's pretty steep. If you want to look over here, you can see this mountain is so steep, and the cave is going to be more all the way over there. It's about a 2-mile hike up there, but the incline is good. It is good. It's going to get your calves going, and you can get a ticket to get into the cave, where you go into the cave, you see the watermarks, you see what's going on, because we also have the very famous Timpanogos Peak, where people will hike the Timpanogos Peak, which is the highest peak in Utah, and people will is it the highest peak in Utah? I'm wrong on that. My cameraman's telling me, but it is one of the highest peaks in Utah, and you can hike it and see the valley all the way across. We're sitting in fall, but you can see these majestic mountains over here. We've got beautiful colors. You can come picnicking, you can come camping in here. There's camping sites. You can come in the lake. You can go long wake, what do they call it? Paddle boarding. You can get a canoe out here. The hunting season is happening. So there's so many different things. And this is the #1 reason why people choose to live in Utah. Welcome to the Mount Timpanogos Temple here in the heart of American Fork. This temple has been here for quite some time. I actually got married to my first husband in this temple, mind you, a little side note here. But here is one of the biggest secrets in Utah, and that is that majority of people are Mormon, which are Christian based. Some people believe they're Christian, some people believe they're not Christian, but Mormons believe that they're Christian, and it is a high predominant way of living here in Utah. What that means for you is that it is that you have a ability of more trust in the people less crime, less people stealing, and people trying to be honest and trustworthy. So there is a big plus on having to live in Utah with people who have a lot of Mormonism around them. There's a thing called culture shock though. So make sure to note that if you are moving to Utah, or if you're moving to an area in Utah, you'll have a little bit of a culture shock because there is a massive culture within the Mormon community here. Number 2 secret in American Fork City is actually the recreational outdoors. There are 28 parks in American Fork. This one offers your baseball, your running, your biking, your, tennis and soccer fields, tons of space out here. Plus the incredible views. The majority of the reason why people move to Utah is for the recreational viewpoints. And don't forget, we're going to go visit that canyon because American Fork is in the heart of Utah County and giving you everything you need that comes with the secrets of living in Utah. Welcome to the home of the cavemen. Here in American Fork City, Utah, you have 1 high school, 1 junior high, and 5 elementary schools. There are 2 charter schools in this area, and one of them is a private charter school, and a lot of it has to do with the Christianity of Mormonism in here. Their teacher-student ratios in American Fork is 1 to 24. They have a proficiency in level of a 7 out of 10, and their graduation rate is 95%, which is pretty good. So the high school is literally just the street across from right there. And on the other side, you have what is called a Mormon seminary building. Seminary is an institution that students go from the high school to the building to learn and study about the Bible and the Book of Mormon while in the school hours. Nowhere else in the world are you going to see that the public systems are going to let them learn about religion during their school hours, but the religious building has to be off the property of the public school building. I definitely went to seminary all throughout high school. Here is a newer neighborhood here in American Fork. Now, as you can see, what usually happens is you have the farmers who own the land, who sell the land, and then they have developers that come out. A lot of these look like they're custom home builds or they are spec homes. So in American Fork, you can get a newer home, and these are going to be around your $850,000 range, and still get some of that land. Now, as you can see, there's no trees around this area because it's a newer development as well. Not as well, but you know, it is a newer development, but you are getting a better size of land than you would somewhere around Lehigh, per se that. So this is why I like this neighborhood. It's just like a little shoe. It's a little shoe, just comes in and out. I've never even been in this neighborhood before, but it's absolutely pretty. And you can see people's Halloween decorations out because we're about 10 days away from Halloween. So I'm crossing the main railroad here in American Fork. It goes all the way along the edge of American Fork. It is an active railroad. Granted, they are only permitted to travel during certain times. So I've never had an issue with someone being afraid of the railroad making noises. So we are about to hit State Street in American Fork. This is the heart of all the conveniences that you're going to run into. You've got anything you could possibly think of, from McDonald's to Arby's to Wendy's to KFC to Subway. We've got JCW's right here. It drives in down to more of a smaller town feeling, into more of that quaint small town of being able to walk onto the main street. We're going to be going to lunch to literally one of my favorite restaurants, and it is a Thai village restaurant, and I'm going to show you what is my favorite thing on that menu. As far as getting conveniences, I'm driving past a CVS right now. You've got everything you need probably within the distance of 10 to 15 minutes if you live in American Fork. It enters the freeway on 3 different entrances on the I-15. And you are close to being able to have conveniences of Costco, Walmart, Target. You've got it all here in American Fork. In fact, the majority of people come to American Fork from Eagle Mountain, from Saratoga, from Highland, from Alpine, from Linden, from Pleasant Grove. They all come into American Fork for the conveniences because American Fork is the hub of conveniences. But let's go to lunch. Thai Village is literally on my top 3 favorite restaurants. So if you're in the area of American Fork, you need to come visit it. They do lunch specials. This is what I'm getting right here. I've got the Massaman curry. I literally got the Tom Kha Gai soup to go because it's my husband's absolute favorite. Final destination is the last secret here in American Fork. This is nestled in, not a lot of people know about this. This is a center for events and for a venue for weddings, plays, whatever you name it. A lot of photography happens over here because it's absolutely beautiful. You guys, if you're interested in moving in any place, anywhere in Utah between Salt Lake and Utah County, hit that Calendly link there below. We can get in touch and talk about your situation and your needs, because wherever you're at, your home ownership starts here right now on this channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video.